We are back, baby. What is going on? Happy Friday to everybody. Welcome to the extras. Hope you all had a great week. Looks like Nance was first in chat. Appreciate you, brother. He says, first, where are you, Bex? Becky is, he says, guess I wasn't that far off the 9 p.m. start. Yes, I had to plow snow again. We got a lovely storm today, so I was plowing snow. So we're a little late this evening. My apologies. Yes, so many wires can be hazardous. Hold on, let me make sure we are in a hazardous building.
We're considered a hazardous building.
Okay, good. We are considered a hazardous building. Cost a few bandos to fix it. Where is that one? Boom.
Thanks for the 20 bandos.
Thanks for the 20 bandos. Becky says, I'm dying over here with my nose. What happened? Are you sick? Nance said, just want you to know I'm first. Hey, that's okay. We appreciate you. Becky says, the kids are killing me with the neti pot. Oh gosh. I've never used one of those. Does that work? It seems scary to me a little bit. I'll just be honest. I'm not scared of a lot of things. Yeah, I don't know. Nance says, rest in peace. Can you do JLR tasks for Becky? I do not have that button. Oh, you have a stuffy nose. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right, because he was telling you to eat hot wings and you cannot. Maybe just smell hot wings. I don't know. It is scary. They was laughing at me. Yeah, like, isn't that, like, I don't know. It just seems... It seems like it would accomplish what you're trying to accomplish, but also it seems unnatural. Maybe I'm just wrong and I don't know anything about it. I learned about that when I was young and I was horrified and I never looked into it. 40 years old, never looked into it. Yeah, dude. Felt like I was gonna drown. Yeah, it's like waterboarding yourself. It's crazy. I don't know. Can I even say that on YouTube? Am I gonna get in trouble for saying that? Yeah, then feeling like you're gonna drown is definitely understandable because it seems like you're literally drowning yourself on purpose. Yes, putting water up your nose isn't normal. Yeah, like your body is telling you the whole time, don't do this. You're not supposed to do this. But I don't know. Some people swear by it. I'm sure it causes some sort of something, but I have no idea. Nan says, that's how you get parasites in the brain. Oh, really? Like the amoeba? Like it could be in the water or something? That's what I'm saying. Is like that water's got to be the most sterilized water of all time, right? You can't just use just out of the tap. I don't know. I don't know what the rule is. I don't know what you do, actually. Are you using distilled water for that? Spring water? What are we doing? Saline solution? I have no idea. Guess you gotta have a... Hey, that's not right. Becky is in charge with her big brain. But yeah, I don't know. I'm with you on it just, the neti pot seems unnatural to me. But y'all, oh, you use bottled water with saline. Okay. All right. That makes me feel better. We're not just like using the hose water or anything, right? Man, when I saw this earlier, I cannot tell you how happy it made me. I was just elated. Another fan shared this with me earlier, and I was ecstatic to see this. But Dieter from Rover's Morning Glory is back. And he has brought back Dare Dieter. Okay? And let's see here. When I heard about it and subscribed, he had 399 subs. And now he's at 1.56K, so awesome. Probably about to monetize, I hope. So that's great. Congratulations to him. But I was so happy to see him back on YouTube. Now, the video, I wanted to watch some of, at least just like the tease, like the first 30 seconds or so of, Becky says, no hose water. Okay, good. I wanted to watch his suffering video has been taken down. Yes, the surfing video, yeah. So what happened is he posted a video earlier today doing the viral table surfing. And I saw this video. I mean, whatever. I'll look for it. It's just two of us here. But I saw this going viral, and what it involves is flipping a table on its top and tying a rope from the table to a vehicle, okay? And then you go out in the snow and you stand on the table. Yeah, it has the legs are right there. It's like it's made for it, okay? And these college guys, that's okay. Autocomplete comes for all of us at some point, right, Becky? So the guys went viral doing it. I saw this clip. And so Dieter made a video with his friend, which was just awesome. I loved, I only got to see the first half, but I'll tell you, I love the vibe, the relationship with him and his friend. Like, totally just awesome, like, just dudes hanging out, doing things that dudes would do when we hang out, right? And so they probably saw the same video I saw of the college kids doing it, or maybe a similar one, and they thought, hey, we could smash into a car just like he did. No, I'm kidding. They did not smash into a car in the video, to my knowledge. Now, if you try to visit that video now, it will say this video has been removed due to violating YouTube's community guidelines. And that is very important rules that content creators have to follow. And I'm guessing that it is something to do with, they're very specific about not promoting activities that would be considered dangerous or, you know, inappropriate or illegal, or just any, you can't promote any kind of activities that could result in bad things happening, basically. I'm sorry to be so vague, but that's basically what the rule is. And one of those things is now I want to try and find this original video that they were likely inspired by, or at least I recognized it from, because I think actually I think Varnell had a clip of it in his video about the storm, but oh man, I don't know. There's other videos. There's other videos about this. Oh my gosh. So a kid. Well, here I can just show this. Becky says he did say not to try it. I would also recommend not to try it because number one, I have to. Number two, the guys who went viral for it, it didn't work out well. So you know how when you are, like tubing off of a, sorry, I feel like my mic is 100 miles away. When you're tubing or something, and on the back of the boat, you're kind of going from side to side. And the same is true when you are being dragged by a car. So when they go around a turn and you drift off to one side and there's a vehicle parked on the side of the road, you can imagine what could happen. And it did happen a lot. To almost all the people who tried this. So, yes, I would definitely recommend not trying it, but I think we can watch Dieter's Instagram video where he talks about it. Here, okay, look, this is, I don't even want to show it because it's getting, like, YouTube is deleting people who talk about it. But basically, that's what's happening here, and a teen passed away during doing this challenge in Ohio, apparently. I'm so afraid to even talk about this I don't know how you're supposed to talk about this stuff without talking about it, but yeah. So, definitely do not do the table surfing. Yeah, I mean, Inside Edition, probably, you could check out their video about it. If I play that, we'll get a copyright claim for that or whatever. But let's see. I actually haven't watched this, so hopefully there's no cursing. I hope this isn't copyrighted music. Oh, that was sweet. Butterbean. Okay, so right there you saw a little clip from the table surfing video. Oh, it's just looping. Okay, so, I'm gonna try and pause it right on the spot where he's, there's the bear trap, fighting Butterbean. I love his intro to his videos. It's awesome. There it is. So this is basically what was happening in the video, right? And it was really awesome. Okay, it says, it's back. They took it down 2 times, got a strike, new one next week. Okay, so what he's talking about is what I suspected. Crooked Orchids in the chat, what is up? She says, yes, oh my god, I'm late. It's okay. I appreciate you. I am late as well. I appreciate you being here. So this is what was happening in the video. Basically what I was describing. But it's Dieter doing it, so it's even better. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, there's a lot of hype on the Instagram post. Love this. Love this for him. I'm so glad he's back. And also, if you go to his page, all of these clips that he's posted over the past few months, some of them are like workout stuff with him, which is cool. You know, that's fun to see. He definitely knows what he's talking about with that. So I am looking forward to hearing more of his advice about that kind of stuff. But also he's posted what looks to be some of his old cell phone video from older times, you know, back through the years, and you know, like Rob is in there, Jeffrey, Hoppy. You know, it is actually really funny videos. I'm not gonna play any of them because I want you to go to his page and play them and watch them there. So definitely go give Dieter a follow. Oh wait, I can subscribe on this account too. There you go. There's another one for you, my man. He's at 1,560 subscribers right now. So awesome to see. I hope his channel blows up, and now he's past 1,000 subscribers. So once he hits the 4,000 watch hours that are required by YouTube, then he will officially be monetized, so he will make money on YouTube. So go and watch his videos so he can get to that 4,000 hours. But what I did want to talk about really quick was I saw a video from a guy called Jay Reed, and he does a similar thing to what I do here, where I kind of curate a list of TikTok clips and YouTube clips that are themed around a certain discussion. Okay, so he does a similar thing, but it's all edited content. He doesn't do live streams. Now, I know there's only a few of you, and no one has noticed. Maybe I was a little bit too slick with it, but do you see the ghoul? Nance says, I wonder whose channel will be bigger by summer, Dumb or Dieter. You know what? When you post more, you grow more. So, I don't know. Dumb has a nice foundation, though. He has like 5,000, 5,500 subs or something. That's huge. Absolutely huge reach. And he's proven it, too. When he, like, certain videos he's put out have 9,000, 12,000, 15,000 views, whatever. They go huge. And then other ones, you know, I don't know. YouTube is really hard. It's hard. I mean, you see, I'm here 2 times a week, and literally, it's like 20 views every time. And, yeah, so just showing up is definitely not enough. And, not that I'm, like, putting full effort into this channel in the slightest. I don't even edit the videos or post clips or anything. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to... And I actually found a service that I can just submit the whole live stream, and it will go through and find all of the clippable moments, the funniest things. It'll make a short of it, make me however many I want, like 5, 10, whatever clips, and then I can just post those clips. But I have, KO says, I told you I can change that, Drew, posting places. Yeah, I just, I don't know. I have trouble going back into my own content and being like, oh, that was funny. You know? Because, like, it's a delay in the chat, and so I look for spikes in the chat and kind of base the clips around that, which is what they tell you to do. But I haven't posted anything because I don't know, man. I just don't. I don't know what would make people want to watch. Like, what do you? I don't know. That's the magic of it, right? You got to know all the things, like Mr. Beast. But yeah, I don't know. I will, KO says, I don't go back into my contents either. Yeah, see, we could be making shorts, and you could see a short of me, you know, whatever, doing Michaela Najera's stupid accent, and then someone might see that and be like, oh, that guy's really goofy old dude, and maybe hit subscribe, and I might hit 100 before the year is over. But I don't know. KO says just having fun. Yeah, exactly. Me too. I'm just talking about the people who are trying to grow actively on YouTube. It's still hard even when you're doing all the things. You know, it's so hard. I mean, Dieter has, you know, all this experience, and you still have to start from zero. You know, it's having a little bit of a following helps, but it doesn't make people watch the video all the way to the end. You know, it doesn't make people comment and like and share and hit subscribe and all of that stuff. It's just like, it's a spark, so you have to keep the fire alive, you know? But yeah, it's crazy. Sometimes like random, like, I don't know, there was one video one stream from a few weeks ago that got like 600 views or something out of nowhere. I don't even know, like, what is that? What is, like, whenever we talk about Walmart, if I put Walmart in the title, 1,000 people are going to show up and yell at me about Walmart. So I know I could do that, but I don't want to just talk about Walmart every time. But anyways, so I hope he does awesome. But I want to also talk about this video I saw from Jay Reed, and it was talking about how the Super Bowl is basically unaffordable by people who actually are fans of football. Like, you literally cannot go to a football game as a true fan anymore because the cost of the Super Bowl is so high. And so the first thing I have here is a video from CNBC that they just posted a couple days ago about how the Super Bowl generates so much revenue for the NFL.
House. I mean, at a stadium. You need 2 great teams, a killer halftime guest, tons of food and amenities, and of course a mega-sized stadium to hold it all.
The Super Bowl isn't just the most watched sporting event in America. It's also the highest revenue-generating media asset in all of television. Last year's game attracted more than 127 million viewers, breaking its own record set just 1 year prior. Nationwide,
127 million people watch this, so definitely a lot of people would want to go to the game if it was affordable in the universe of affordability for the average fan.
Viewers of this year's Super Bowl are expected to spend a whopping $20.2 billion around festivities for the big game.
Okay, and that's just
viewing, and
that's just like Super Bowl parties, and that's not even going to the game or being near the. That's just TV watching, which in my view is the best way to watch any game is on TV, because going to it is so much fun. It's a good experience, but if you actually want to see the game, forget it. You're not going to be able to see anything. You're going to be watching it on a TV in the stadium if you get pretty much any ticket that the non-millionaire could afford to the Super Bowl.
When it comes to the actual event, the Super Bowl itself brings in tens of thousands of people to its host cities every year,
Eagle Rare, y'all,
culminating
so
in
cheers.
hundreds of millions of dollars pumped into the local economies. But what about the NFL?
they raise hundreds of millions of dollars, plus they get a good part of their television contract money because of the Super Bowl. And so it goes into the billions of dollars.
Yeah, I mean, we know they charge
a
ton of money for the ads.
Actually make
That's
money?
a big part of it.
And who really benefits from football's biggest night?
So, I'm not going to play their whole video, but if you're interested in that, you can check that out. But basically, they break down exactly how the NFL makes money, and the long and short of it is the ads. There's a lot of ads. Everything is an ad. But one creator that did a really cool breakdown about this topic. There we go. Right here, right. Is called Flemlo Raps, okay? And he did an awesome video called The Truth About Super Bowl Ticket Prices is Worse Than You Think, okay? And he found a few clips in here. But more importantly, my favorite part of the video I want to show you is where he shows how the ticket prices have changed in relation to average income for the average football fan. So, KO says, a TV, not my thing. I will go to games, drink, and talk to people. See, that is really fun. But if you want to actually see the game at the Super Bowl, you're not going to be able to do that for cheap. Like he's talking about here. These ticket prices are thousands of dollars, okay? This is the part I wanted to show you now. Check this out. This is Flemlo Raps, by the way. He has an awesome channel. He's like almost at 1 million subscribers.
Massive shift. This is my boy Joey Ab, that average Joe. Dude, man.
Okay, so this is a breakdown. This guy makes the average salary of an American for each era, and it's all adjusted for inflation.
It's exactly the median household income in each decade since the Super Bowl started. He's the average American going to the Super Bowl from the 70s all the way to today. By the way, every single dollar on this chart has been adjusted for inflation, so it's in today's money. In the 70s, tickets was 120 bone, and Joey made $4,500 a month. So my dude cops a ticket, goes to the game, and his pockets don't feel no pain at all.
Okay, so in the 70s, when the average person made $4,500 a month, the ticket cost $120. So it was very accessible to even the most humble of average Joes.
By the 90s, the gap has barely shrunk. Now Joe's making $5,400 a month. These Super Bowl tickets, they're gonna run him $450.
Now, that's crazy that the average wage from the 70s to the 90s only went from $4,500 to $5,400 a month. But okay, so in the 90s, you're making $5,400. You could still afford the $450 ticket. That's kind of a lot, but if you're saving up through the year, you could definitely swing that $450 because you know you're going to spend probably double that by the time you park and hotel and blah, 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 blah.
Gotta think a little bit harder about dropping that money. But at the end of the day, it's the Super Bowl, bro. Now the 2000s is a trick because his income
People will spend
has
a little
only grown
more
by a couple $100s. And yeah, he can still afford the ticket, but it's worth pointing out, the prices have doubled. Now the 2010s is where things get a little crazy. Joe's making over $5,800 a month, but all of a sudden one Super Bowl ticket costs over half his money.
Dude, that is absolutely insane. How did it go from $450 in the 90s to $3,200 in 2010? That's absolutely nuts. And now look at it. Now it's even more than the monthly income by like 20%, it looks like.
Now it's different because we
That's
talking
crazy.
about rent, we talking about Cardinal,
What are
bro.
we
talking
doing?
about food. Super Bowl tickets just went
Yeah.
from an impulse buy to something you got to plan for.
Exactly. He's not talking about hotel. He's not talking about food. He's not talking about parking, transportation, getting to the city where it's at, the flight. I mean, it's crazy. This is just the ticket.
For months in advance. But if you think that's
Somebody's gonna
something,
break the
check
whole
out
thing
today.
down though,
Either
and
pay
that
your bill
part
or
is
you go to
crazy
the game.
too.
Joey's bringing
That's coming
home
up.
$6,000 a month. Bro, if this was the 70s, dude would be balling. But his rent's more expensive, car notes more expensive, and
Yeah.
his insurance premium
Yeah.
can make a grown man cry. On top of
Yes.
that, the average Super Bowl ticket that's available to regular fans costs $8,000. So we've gone from the cost of 2
$8,000.
video games
And
to
I
more than
feel like-
he makes in an entire month. And that's not
Now, check out Flemlo Raps. That is a really awesome video about this topic, and he is really good at delivering the information in an interesting way. So check out his channel. and the truth about Super Bowl ticket prices is worse than you think. But I want to hear from some actual fans. And we're going to go to my man Jay.
How much did you pay for your Super Bowl ticket?
30,000.
About 15,000.
$9,000.
Strategy is.
Now, this is Jay Reed on the right. He has a great channel. He talks about things that are crazy, things he can't fathom, and he's not fear-mongering. And if you've never watched his channel, you won't get that joke, but those are the things he says all the time. But I actually really like how he arranges them, and he has found some really good clips here. So this is his video, Super Bowl ticket prices are insane, fans are done. And I want to hear how much some of the actual tickets are, and he's got some price comparisons, seat breakdowns, it's crazy. KO says impulse buy. Yeah, it's just an impulse buy. You know, a little $8,000 ticket, no big deal. And when you buy the tickets, generally, you don't know what teams are playing in the Super Bowl. Because if you want to pay less than $8,000 and you pay $7,900 by booking, you know, almost a year before the game, which you can do, but you don't know who's going to be there. So it's like, do you even care at that? I don't know. That's the crazy part to me, is most of the people, when they buy tickets, they don't even know who's playing in it. KO says, I can think of 638 million things to put 20K into. Yeah, 20K is crazy. I was talking with a customer, he put 20,000 on the Seahawks. Oh, a bet? Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, no, I would not recommend that at all. Actually, I don't recommend betting at all. And I think it's gross that all of the football and basketball games have become just constant whoring for FanDuel, DraftKings. It's like, it's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. We can talk about that a different time. 20K would buy and build out a brand new KTM Supermoto. Dude, if you had $20,000 and you bought a motorcycle, I'm gonna come and punch you. But yes, it would. It would buy a lot of things. You could buy a house. You could get a down payment on a house with that $20,000. You could and it'll last me more than the day of the stupid bowl. Yeah, yes. I'm with you on that. Spending a lot of money on one day is crazy to me. Another future topic for us, weddings. People be dropping tens of thousands of dollars for one day. I mean, I would feel so much pressure to remember every second of what was happening and everything to be perfect the entire day. I would be anxious about it the whole time. Like, if I'm going to spend that amount of money, who can, I mean, ooh, okay. Let's hear from them. Let's hear from people. Now, some of these clips are from last year's Super Bowl, so we'll get to hear how much people pay for their tickets.
Go to the game, or we sitting down here for 5 stacks.
$6,500 a ticket.
He works his ass off, and his company brought us here.
$3,900.
All right, is it worth that?
It is definitely
So he works his butt off, and the company sent him there. Well, that's
worth
nice.
the $3,900. Now this video right here is
Now, this guy right here who spent $3,900, he seems like a real genuine football fan, and he had to save money for that. Like, that is a lot of money, but those are, they should go, the tickets should go to true fans, in my opinion, not Bryce from accounting. Because the boss said you did great this year, champ. Why don't you go down to the Super Bowl? You
from
know,
last year's Super Bowl. Now this,
I feel like this year in the Super Bowl, most of the crowd is going to be just like Preston from finance. You know, it's just no one can afford this.
year's Super Bowl just got even worse, and I'm gonna tell you this right now.
No hate
Just
on
prepare yourself
Preston's
because
or
you did not
people who work in
expect any of
finance,
this
but you know what I
crazy
mean.
prices.
Like
I didn't think it can
the
get
guy
any worse than what it were already at, but
the people who are going to be at this game are people who work so much or so hard to make the amount of money that they make to afford it. They can't possibly have the time to be invested in a sports team. There's no way. I mean, maybe you're like, I am from this city, so I'm a fan of this, whatever. But if you make enough money to afford this comfortably with the prices this year, I feel like most of the people who can comfortably afford that are not your fan that's watching every single game. Like, they say to only allot 10% of your monthly income for entertainment expenses. So there's a guy in a few minutes that's going to break down how much you would need to make in order to comfortably afford various ticket experiences. KO says, I also didn't give an S about the wedding. My aunts talked me into catering and crap. They paid for it. Oh, you did a... Hold on. We're talking about... Oh, yes, the weddings. Weddings are super, super expensive. Nan says, all that money for one day and a divorce filing within 3 to 5 years, right? Also... You've seen trash TV. There's nothing that is perfect. Yeah, that's true. See, you got married before it got expensive, KO. But that's cool. Your aunts helped you out. Nance says, are we talking about the ones who spend 50 to 100K on one day? Oh, that's low. That's low. 40, 50K is the minimum now. It's crazy. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, okay. Check this out. This guy's going to show us some examples. Some example ticket prices.
check this out.
Holy sh! Super Bowl tickets are unfucking
Look at this.
real.
Can you see that? 11,000.
I mean, I knew I could never afford it. I knew it was at my price range.
13,000.
I mean, of course, it's the Super Bowl. It's going to be expensive. But 10 grand
Just like listing numbers
for tickets
way
right
out
there.
of order. Sounds so stupid.
Right there, 10 grand.
Yes.
Are you out of your goddamn mind? I mean, I'm seeing. What's the lowest I've seen on this website on the sheet? 7 grand.
29,000 to sit
lowest
near
ticket
the
you can
field.
get,
Like
7
what?
grand right here.
What are you? What?
I mean, of
me?
course, there's the
30,000
11Ks,
to sit at the
14,
50-yard line.
23,000, 30,000.
Get out of here.
But good
Get
God, I mean,
20.
can't even get a
30K
nosebleed for like 500,
for
700,
a ticket to
1,000
a game.
Yeah,
What
this
are we
is real life,
doing?
and I'm gonna
This
tell
is
you
nuts.
this, it was
Meech
always
in
a
the
dream
chat.
of mine to go
What
to.
is going on, Meech? I am yelling about the Super Bowl and how tickets cost $30,000. And even the cheapest nosebleed tickets, if you look up here, are $9,000, $11,000, $17,000, $14,000, $23,000. It's absolutely out of control. We did check out Dieter's channel a little bit, but I didn't want to play any of his videos. We did play the trailer he posted on his Instagram, though. I was at my nephew's basketball game. Awesome! Well, hey, that is a fun evening. Meech says, I know how devastated you are without me. Yes, he definitely was. I could tell he was melancholy. Okay, I want to let this guy finish, but these what? Who can afford this?
To the Super Bowl and go to one of these big games, but I don't think it's ever going to happen in my lifetime because inflation just continues to go up.
That's what
Now,
I'm
of
saying.
course,
It's like I don't.
Everything else around the entire world.
I cannot
with the
see
grocery
ever in my
prices, cost of living,
lifetime ever
everything
seeing
just gets more expensive.
a Super
But
Bowl in
Super Bowl
person.
tickets have
Can't
always
see-
been out
can't
of
imagine
control.
it.
I'm not gonna act like this is something brand new or whatever the case is, but $30,000 for this ticket. As a matter of fact, that makes sense because that's very close. But when we talk about tickets all the way up here for $10,000, tickets in the nosebleed, you can't even see the game. You're probably looking
Man
at the
says
screen
it's
the
half my
entire time
yearly
you are
income.
at
Yeah,
the game.
exactly.
Like, I just don't get it. I can't even fathom. But now it seems like this isn't even a luxury anymore. This is an absolute exception.
See?
This is
Can't
for
even
people
fathom.
who are of the top 1%.
I love it.
Seriously. Or people
It's
who
one of his.
you save your entire
I've got
whatever
little
year's
things I know
salary
I
or whatever
repeat
case
all
is
the
for
time,
this to
but
make sense financially.
he has
but
his too, and I
this
love
is
it.
real life, y'all. This is how far it has gotten.
This is how much it would cost two people to attend Super Bowl
KO
60
says
at
he was
Levi's
bored talking with
Stadium,
me.
February
I am
8th,
never bored talking with
2026.
you.
I'll make sure to include ticket prices, hotel, parking, food, drinks, and give you two options: a bad and
I
bougie.
love hearing KO's perspective because she is such a unique human being, and I like you always have a take that I didn't think of, and I really appreciate that because it helps me. You know, I'm alone in a room staring at a camera, so it helps me to feel like I'm in a conversation, you know. But okay, so this guy is going to show you the economy way and the bad and bougie way, he says, okay?
Two people to attend Super Bowl 60 at Levi's Stadium, February 8, 2026.
Here
I'll
we
make
go.
sure to include ticket prices, hotel, parking, food, drinks, and give you two options: a bad and bougie option and a more affordable one. Kicking it off with the tickets, if you want to sit up close and you're balling like that, then your price tag is only gonna be $52,030.25. And if you're looking for something a little bit more on the affordable side, sitting on section 419,
my
you're
man.
looking at about $14,778.67.
Hold on. Hold
So
on,
in other words,
hold on,
a
hold
brand
on.
new Rolex.
Hold on. Can we look where that seat was really quick? Again? Because I don't know if he zoomed in enough. This seat right here? This seat costs $14,000. Meech says, why is it so expensive this year? We got tickets last year and it wasn't horrible. It was also in NOLA though. Yeah, something happened where they were just like triple everything. 14,000 to sit right here, Meech. Do you see where that arrow is pointing at this microscopic dot at the top right here? That's 14 grand for one ticket. You can't even see the TV that's playing the game, much less the field. That's crazy. And then if you want to sit up front near the 50, that was $52,000. So here he's going to break it down. And also I believe he's going to do the math on, like I said, financial advisors say that you should limit entertainment expenses to 10% of your monthly expenditures. So, how much money would you have to make to comfortably afford these?
Looking at about $14,778.67. So in other words, a brand new Rolex Submariner. Moving along to the
A brand new Rolex Submariner. Yeah, no, except the Rolex. The Rolex is actually worth more money than that, and also you could resell it for that amount of money. You cannot resell your memories of the Super Bowl, just letting you know.
Hotel Palo Alto will cost you $553 for that night. For food, drinks, and merch at the stadium, I would budget $400 to be safe. Stadium price.
There's $553 a night. Fine. There's no way that you're getting it. You're not getting a hotel for that cheap. That seems low. And you'd have to book it a year in advance. I do not see you getting a hotel that cheap. No one's going to get one night in the hotel either. Like, that's stupid. You're gonna go for the whole weekend, right? You're gonna make it a thing. You spent $52,000 per ticket to go to this thing. Let's go hang out for the weekend, not fly in and run to the game.
Parking is usually around $50 to $100. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if it's marked up. So, but
$50 to $100 for parking. If I don't have a car taking me to the game for $104,000, strike me down.
just $200. Take yourself somewhere nice after the game to eat. Budget $200. So if you want to be bad and bougie, your grand total is $53,383.25. And if you want to go the more affordable route, your grand total is $16,131.67.
No.
What do you think? Would you do it?
No.
With the Super Bowl happening next week, let's figure out how much you need to make to comfortably afford a Super Bowl weekend. And just for some extra context, look how much these tickets are starting at. Packages at $17,000, some packages at $7,000, and it all varies on different things that you might want to do while owning these tickets, but these can range all the way to between $50,000 to $100,000 and can even get more expensive than that.
Nance says, excuse me while I have a heart attack, right? Dude, we need to get him out. $52,000. This is per ticket we're talking about. Per ticket. What person that really cares about a football team can afford that? I don't know if you heard Meech, but do you agree? I feel like the type of person who works so hard or so much that they, or lives a life of luxury so much that they can comfortably afford these prices, would not give two Fs about football at all. They don't care. I feel like most of the people, I don't want to be offensive here, but I think most of the people at the Super Bowl this year is just going to be like finance bros and people who work at AI companies, because it's the only ones who have money right now. So obnoxious, and I love football. Yeah, same. Yeah, yes. Right? I agree, KO. That is wild. You're a machinist. That's a specialty job, my friend. In a bigger town, you'd be making double that. We'll get you all sorted out. Elmo forever, exactly. Meech says, the NFL in general has already outpriced most middle-class families for regular season games. Yes. And even then, you're going to drop thousands. Even if you got the tickets for $200 each, you got to go to the hotel, you got to fly to the city where it is. I mean, unless you live in the city where it's happening, then you might be able to get it done for a reasonable amount. But okay, so this guy's going to break down. Again, this is Jay Reed's channel. Super Bowl ticket prices are insane. Fans are done. This guy is going to break down the cost of the packages and how much money you would need to make to comfortably afford them.
The average ticket price for next week's Super Bowl is around $6,000 to $7,000, but as you know, you can never buy just one ticket. They usually come in a pair, so anywhere between $12,000 and $14,000 just for a ticket. And
someone said 6-7. Yes. People have figured out that if you insert that into a video, it makes people pay attention to it for some reason. These brain dead. Oh, I can't. That's another topic. But they're shoving it into everything. 6,000, 7,000, 6, 7,000. He just did it on this video. Everyone's doing it.
No, you can never buy just one ticket. They usually come in a pair, so anywhere between $12,000 and $14,000 just for a ticket. And just for extra context, you're only allowed to buy either 2 or 4 tickets, with a minimum being 2, obviously, at $57,000 per these 2 tickets.
Oh, okay. So you're only allowed to buy 2 or 4 tickets. That's interesting. That's probably to help control scalping. I'm sure it works.
And don't forget about a hotel stay, because if you're traveling to see the Super Bowl, you're going to be paying around $2,300 for that weekend in San Francisco. And experts suggest that you should only spend between 5 to 10%.
Nance says, welcome to modern wages. There's multiple shops that just closed up, and I'm making more than they did, and they went bankrupt. That is sad to hear. I hate to hear that people lost their jobs.
Percent of your monthly income on entertainment, so let's see how much this Super Bowl weekend will cost you. And after we take the total cost of 2 Super Bowl tickets right on average of $6,000 a piece, plus the $2,300 for the hotel stay, you're looking at around $14,000 just on the Super Bowl weekend, not including drinks, Uber, food, or anything like that. And when we
So really you're talking about 15 grand minimum. Probably more like 17 if we're being
multiply
honest.
this by 10% to find our monthly income, then multiply this by 12 to find your annual income, and you roughly need to be making around $1.7 million a year to be able to very comfortably afford a 2026 Super Bowl weekend.
$1.7 million you have to make a year to comfortably afford. And he's talking about, y'all, he's talking about $6,000 tickets. How many of those did you see on that seating chart we just looked at? Because even the cheapest ones were 9,000, 14,000. I mean, these are not the most expensive ones. This is just, he's talking about a regular nosebleed section ticket is $6 grand, but they're not. They're like 8 or 9. Which is crazy. Like that one we showed was all the way at the top of the grandstand, a mile away in the air. Like you need oxygen up there. You're so high up and you're paying 14 grand for the ticket.
You cannot make this up, y'all. You cannot make this up. This is for this. Like, and yes, I know it's a very in-demand event. I know it's one of these events where it happens
but like
once
have a
year.
ticket lottery
It's
make
for
it
the
affordable
elites.
for
Let's just call it
normal
what it
people
is.
so
But
that
why
someone
don't y'all just
who actually
and I guess if you try to lower the prices, they're just gonna sell out anyways. Like people are still gonna buy these tickets.
People
like,
are gonna
let's
scalp
not make it
them
seem like
and
nobody's
whatever,
gonna
and
go
they'll
out
sell
here
them
and be at the
for
Super Bowl
more than
because
they're worth.
that is not the
whatever.
reality. You have
There's
people
ways
that are
around
going
that.
to spend money on these tickets, whether they're going to go into debt that are going to buy these tickets, or truly people that are just well off. Like what his math says in this video, you have to make $1.7 million. I just can't. I
insane,
can't fathom.
dude.
I can't fathom.
Absolutely
but
insane.
This is what
Can't
people are
fathom
saying.
it
And I know
either,
the video's dark, but I think he's saying some very important things in this. Let's check this out.
One thing I hate about the Super Bowl is that they made it impossible for the average fan to actually go out to the location of the Super Bowl and cheer on their team in person.
Yeah.
Instead, they got to watch it from the couch, which is aka the best seat in their house.
I mean,
Like,
yeah,
I peeped the ticket prices on the
that's
internet,
what I'd rather
200K
do
for 4
most of the
tickets.
time.
That's $50K
It's
each.
crazy.
Do you really want somebody to take out the average fan's yearly salary for
$100,000
one single night?
for
Not
a game.
even one night, for
That's
3
just
hours,
the tickets
4
too.
hours.
It's not even
Experience.
transportation
Ticket pricing
and
for the
hotel
Super Bowl
and
is
food
just
and all
outrageous.
that. Food is
and we're not even
insane.
talking about the plane tickets, the hotel costing.
Yeah.
That one night where your favorite team you cheered for probably from the ground up since birth is in the big game. No telling when they're going to be in the Super Bowl again.
And all of those
and it's
people
impossible
would be
to pay
priced
for a
out.
Super Bowl ticket. It's like the economy is egregious nowadays.
Yeah, and like I said, I wouldn't attribute this to the economy.
Egregious, indeed. We are past egregious. We're like H-gregious at this point. Oh, okay, I gotta scroll up a little bit. Ooh, 200 employees. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Yes, Nats, this is definitely the most expensive one this year. 1.7 mil a year is around 30 years of labor for me. Meech says, yeah, that's what we paid last year, and the seats were okay. Okay. See, and that's what the first video was talking about, is how it was actually pretty affordable even the last couple years, even with inflation and whatever. The ticket lottery, yes. We got World Cup tickets for decent prices, and that's an event that's once every 4 years. See? Like, you should be able to go to these things. Nance says, this is why I like NHRA. 55 to 65 a day to go to the race. and $10 more for a seat. Yeah. Good old-fashioned fun. Even the Supercross race, I can't believe the ticket prices. Yeah. Absolutely. See, okay. Egregious. That's right. See, there's our clip for today. I was funny for like a second. Sorry, I meant we paid an affordable amount for last year. We decided last minute not to go because baby daddy got a bad feeling beforehand, so we sold them easily. That's good. That's and I mean, you could sell them for a profit. I mean, I'm sure you guys didn't because you're nice people, but like, even the ticket lottery that allows somebody to get affordable tickets, like for the Olympics, I looked into watching soccer at the Olympics, and they have a bunch of tickets that are $28, and 1/3 of the tickets are $100 or less, which I thought was awesome. Makes it accessible to everyone, and real, you know, anyone who wants to has a chance to see it, which I think is great. But the problem is, people will take that $28 ticket and sell it to a scalper. And it just feeds this, I don't know, the whole like Ticketmaster and ticketing and all of that stuff is just, it's just such a scam. We didn't sell them for a profit because we aren't soulless assholes. We just recovered what we paid. Yeah, exactly. I know you wouldn't. It's not like you're trying to make a come up. You just weren't able to go. Other people, I think, might not be so kind about it when they see that tickets are going for $12,000.
I think a part of it is the economy, like I said earlier in the video, but a lot of it is just truly due to what they're deciding to do with the money. Like the people, they're gonna, whoever is reselling it, they're gonna drop the prices eventually because they're not gonna sell, but they're gonna sell still for like $5,000, $6,000, or whatever the case is. So I get what he's saying, but unfortunately, that's just not how the system works anymore. They're not going to give us just free tickets. They're just not. It's too much money that they're gonna lose, that they're gonna miss out on. Not lose, they're gonna miss out on because they're giving away free tickets. But here's Unc and Ocho. I love their channel. I mean, they're two NFL legends. Shout out to them. I love it. This clip
is funny.
Yeah, hell no. Boy, you seen the ticket prices? Man.
Yes. 4 tickets, 200,000. 4 tickets, 65,000. What?
Man, please. Hey, the best seat in the house, the best ticket in the house is gonna be
on
my couch too, because I leave.
See, look at these guys are former NFL players, y'all, and they can't even afford to go. He said 4 tickets, 200,000, and you know when you are a former player, you can't get the cheapest. You can't get the cheapest seats. You know what I mean? Because people are going to recognize you. People are going to see you there. So if you're a celebrity, you got to ball out. And I can't even imagine how much it costs. Yes, Ocho is cheap AF. We've been knowing that. You know what? Yes, but also he has the means to afford it and still doesn't. Smartly. I appreciate his frugality there. But yeah, I think it's absurd to think that anyone's gonna pay that price, and every single seat is gonna be full, y'all. I just can't. I think
I leave Sunday morning, if I'm not mistaken.
I leave Friday morning. Hell yeah.
I'm getting up out of there. By the time I get home, I'll be able to sit down and get ready to watch the game.
Yeah.
Nice and quiet.
Yeah.
No, man. Look here. If the Broncos had made it, I was coming home.
Either way.
Okay.
Either way, yes. I was gonna have my Bronco gear on, rooting for them. But I'm not going to the
nah.
game.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
They turn it.
Exactly.
It's unfortunate.
Maybe
Obviously,
show up in
I
the city,
understand it.
but
I
yeah.
understand the business side of it. They've turned it into a corporate event. We have this conversation every
100%,
single year.
100%.
When it comes time for the Super Bowl, the true fans that support these two teams throughout the season.
Yeah, and that's the unfortunate reality.
Yeah.
Similar to what the guy at the beginning of the video was talking about. You know, the true fan.
Yeah. Real fans will never be able to, and that's not to say that none of the people who can afford tickets are real fans. I'm not saying that. I'm saying as a generality, the Venn diagram of diehard NFL fans and people who make $2 million a year is like two circles a mile apart. I just Shannon and the Broncos gives me all the warms and fuzzies. Damn. Yeah. Yep. It is awesome. I like their show. It's fun. But yeah, man. It is crazy. It is crazy that even these guys cannot afford it. It is just, I don't know, man. And it's not like it's gonna get better, you know. Like is it gonna be cheaper next year? No.
Oh, how much you're willing to drop and spend on just one night. But like I said, here's more examples of some crazy prices, because I think they're still going up even higher than they were before.
There's no way that Super Bowl tickets are this expensive. What the
Y'all, these are the highest sections on the chart. 16,000, there's 2 left. 82,000 to be in the first bowl, I guess, whatever you call that, first section. 43,000.
If anything, I would just wanted to see Bad Bunny, but what? 10, 11,000 for this seat up here? Bro, for this one, I knew they were expensive, but I just never realized they were this.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I could buy a new truck and go and see Bad Bunny across country for half the price of going to this game. Love Bad Bunny, by the way. I'm going to be screaming at the TV. I can't wait. If he does Si Veo a tu mama, I'm gonna lose it. But yeah, absolutely, I would go. But 82 grand's too much.
Expensive.
Too much.
Well.
Like, what is even worth?
Apply to work here.
What is even worth $82,000 about that?
Are not it.
That's for one ticket.
Insane. Literally
$82,000. I'm gonna just leave it right there.
10 grand to sit at the top where you need a telescope to see the field.
If you can afford it, you're well off enough to actually make it there. By all means, go and enjoy your time.
They couldn't pay me to see Bunny.
I'm not here to tell you not to go out to Super Bowl, not to boycott. I'm not telling you to do it. I'm just showing you the prices of what people are talking about, and I get it. It is absolutely out of control. It's insane. These prices are ridiculous. You can't even. I didn't even fathom we could spend this much on tickets to a football game. But hey, here we are in 2026, and this is pure
we're doing it.
Capitalism. It
Big
is a little bit of inflation there as well
tickets.
because everything.
Yeah, $80,000 is absolutely nuts. I think that's. Oh wait, he has one more. Hold on.
Opportunity. Let me know in the comment section below.
This is okay. I saw this girl too. She bought the tickets. She was one of the people I was talking about that they bought the tickets before they even knew like who the teams were or anything. No one goes to pay that much for a halftime show. Yeah, no way, because he's only going to perform for 15 minutes. I don't think it's worth it. You could see a whole 2-hour concert for less than that, and buy a new vehicle at the same time with the same amount of money, which is absurd. Like, I could buy Nance's truck and drive it to go and see Bad Bunny in whatever city I wanted, and it would be cheaper than going to the Super Bowl. Yeah, no, Bad Bunny is awesome. If you don't listen to his music, check him out. It is really fun music. It's not political at all. It's just, it's good. But if you don't speak Spanish, I definitely understand not vibing with it if you don't know what he's saying. But that's okay. Music is an international language. But anyways, no artist I don't care who's playing at halftime. They're going to play 10 seconds of 50 different songs and be done in a few minutes. Get out of town. No way. No way I'm doing it. My truck sticker was 68, got it for under 60. But that's what I'm saying. That ticket was $80,000 for one ticket, Nance. I could buy a $68,000 truck and put $2,000 in gas in it and still have 20 grand left over, 10 grand left over on one ticket. Who's going to this? So when I'm watching this game, I am going to be looking at who's in the stands because I'm curious. I think it's going to be a bunch of quarter zip vests. I'm just guessing.
Give some backstory though. That since I live in the Bay Area, I would be cutting so much cost by not buying a hotel and not having to pay.
This is the only way to do it. Is to live in the town.
2025, so 1 year.
So you have to buy a house in the city where the Super Bowl is.
Go without the idea of knowing who was going to be playing this game. For a total of 2 people,
$82K could buy me 3/4 of a house. Absolutely, Nance. You could pay off your truck and buy a house with 82
we
grand.
bought this off of the Levi Stadium's place. In total, we spent $13,866 combined for 2 people. When we break that apart, that's $6,933.50 per person. We split this up by paying in 3 rounds. The first round was a down payment. So per person, down payment wise, we put $2,500 down in the first round.
Okay.
And the next time we paid $2,216. And then again at $2,216.
I cannot imagine paying $2,200, 3 separate payments of $2,200. And that's just for your ticket. For one ticket.
We're seated in our 300 seats. Also included a event prior to the actual Super Bowl game. I'm interested in seeing how much you would actually spend on the game and if you would spend as much money as me. Look at Ticketmaster today. The section that I'm currently sitting in actually costs more than I actually spent. So people are spending at least $2,000 more than I actually spent. Would you do this?
Yeah, because if you buy it in advance, then it's way cheaper, but you don't know what teams are going to be there. So you're just like watching. Are you even going to care about the game at that point? Or, like she said, her exact seat was $2,000 more the week of. I don't know. I feel like they're cutting out real fans. Any of these people want to donate that money, I'd gladly pay off my truck and go buy a house. You know, I'm just saying that we shouldn't be in that position. The ticket price should be loosely based on the average amount of money that the average fan makes. And if we're going to go with 10% being a max expenditure on your monthly budget, I don't see. I mean, the median income in America is like $43,000. So I don't see how, like, what, hold on, what does that work out to here? If you make $43K a year, that's $3,583 a month. So that means you can spend $35.83 on your monthly entertainment budget. Okay? So make the tickets $35? I don't know. I think they should. They should make tickets $35, and so it's affordable for the literal average American. And do a lottery system and get rid of the scalping, say it's not transferable or something like that. Just be done with it. This is crazy. 80 grand for a ticket. Couldn't be me. Nance says, because if they can blow over 100,000 for a day, they surely could hand out some and help the common folk. I am with you, sir. I am with you on that. You know, and I'm not even asking for a lot. My handout is the subscribe button, okay? So, if you're watching this on the replay, hit that. Come hang out with us Mondays and Fridays. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Enjoy the game this weekend. And, yeah, don't spend too much money on it. Apparently, we're spending $20 billion as a nation just having parties at our house. So, like, maybe chill on that a little bit, too. But yeah, watch your wallets out here. Don't get on DraftKings. Yeah, $3,500 a month before taxes and benefit deductions. Yo, yeah, that's just gross, and that's the median. There's millions of people making less than that, maybe half of that. So it's, yeah, I agree. This is crazy. So I don't know how they can continue to justify these ticket prices whatsoever. Even $1,000 for a football ticket is insane to me. So 80 grand. Good luck. Have fun out there. I'm going to watch it on TV. I hope y'all have a great weekend. Tell your family that you love them. And I will catch y'all on the next one on Monday for the extras. Peace.